Oh, hello. Welcome into my workshop and welcome to the show Creations of Clay. My name is Louis Palladini and today we're going to paint the Cape Buffalo head that I made about a week or so ago. I'm going to show you how to paint that from start to finish. This is the Cape Buffalo head. I did add a little paint to this one, but I'm going to show you all the different color paints that we're going to use to paint him. And I'll show you. We're going to be using acrylic paints. I got some nice dark browns here. There's some lighter browns, some black. Then I got like some gray, and then I have like an off-white color here that we're going to be using. So what we're going to do is I'll push these up here a little further, and we're going to start off with these ones right here. Okay, so start with that. And we're just going to apply that. See that? It was a nice base coat right there. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to take the hairdryer and blow it a little bit. That way we can dry it off a little, or it's not going to be as sticky. Now that we've done that, we're going to put another brown on, but I'm going to make it a little lighter. So I'm going to just wash that brush off a little bit. Try to dry my hands off a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to take another lighter color brown. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to put that on. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in the mouth. I'm going to dab that on nicely. Dab it on, because I want to give it a little variation in color. See that? We're just going to dab it on. Do the back there. It's looking good. Really starting to look good. There. See how that looks? Now, I'm going to blow dry that one. Now that that's been completed, we're going to do, we're going to work on the horns. I have an off-white color that I want to use. I want to put that on the horns. So these horns right here, I'm going to use this. See how nice that looks? Nice contrast to the brown right now. Got that. Okay. Now, that looks good. I'm happy with that so far. So one of the things we want to do right now is I want to darken up some areas right now. I'm going to take some black and let's see, black. We'll just use this right here a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the inside of the mouth. I want to get that with black right there. And then I'm going to get a smaller brush because I want to get the inside of the nostrils. Right here. And we'll just make sure the mouth is done. I want to make sure. Got that. See how we did that? Darkens it up a little bit. The next thing I want to do is I want to do the eye. We're going to be using the black again, but I'm going to take this is almost like a reddish brown. And we're going to use that for the eye. So what I'm going to do is take this and we're going to paint the eye right here with this right here. Then I'm going to go to the other side and do the exact same thing. Yep, that looks looking good now. Now that we've done that, we want to take and make the black eye pupil. And I'm going to take this, just dab this ever so slightly on the black paint now. And we're just going to dab the eye right here. See that? I dab the eye. Now, we're going to come back in, and I've got some lighter color. I'm going to do another lighter color brown here. I'm going to put that right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. We're going to flick that around. But what I want to do is I want to take this color here, right here, and just kind of flick a little bit of this color here. I'm going to do the inside of the ears. See that with this color? We'll do that. And then we'll just flick a little bit around here and there. I want to add a little variation of color, so we'll flick that around a little bit. flick a little bit around here. A little bit on the face. Okay, now I'm going to take, and we're going to that lighter brown color that I just told you about. We're going to take and put this on here. Put a little bit around the eyes. Go around the eyes a little bit. We're just going to dab it a little bit here and there. And then we're going to add a little bit here and there. See that? Add a little variation of color. Just makes it look a little more interesting. Then we're going to come back in and do the other side. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a gray color. And now what I'm going to do, take that, put a little bit of that right there, and now clean out that brush, that way we can use it again. We're going to dab that on the nose. I want to dab that in the nose there. See that? So I just put that in the nose. And then down near the bottom of the jaw, put a little bit of the paint on the jaw. We'll do the same on the bottom. See that? And then one of the things that I want to do too is maybe, let me see, just kind of darken this up a little bit where we put the off-white. Just ever so slightly. You don't want to make it too dark, but you want to take this and we'll just darken it up a little bit. See, I'm doing behind the, right here. So you're taking that gray and just gonna darkening that up a little bit. And then we're going to take a little bit of that light brown color that we just used. And we'll dab that with a little bit of that there too. You know, just add a little variation of color. We'll do the same thing here. And see that? I just think it makes it look a little more realistic. And then some of that gray, we're going to come back in a little more with a little more gray. And we'll just dab a little bit. See that? And that looks pretty good. So now I just want to wipe the paint off my hands a little bit. That way I can see what I did on my other one. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we want to do. So we are through with the paint on that one. I'll show you what the final version will look like. Okay, so this is, see this right here? See the variation of color, the way we did it? See the eye with the black pupil, and see like when we put the nice gray on the nose? You got that, the whole underside there. Then you get the side there. See how nice that looks? And I'll just kind of rotate that around so you can see it. And then that's what the top looks like. But see all the variation of color on the horns and things? It came out pretty good. So I do want to thank you for coming to the show Creations of Clay today. And I do look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye for now.